Hey, good morning. It's about time to make some blueberry pancakes. I'm going to go ahead. This is a real simple thing. It's a two-step process. We're going to start with our flour, all our dry ingredients, then our wet. We're going to make a volcano. It's a 1.5 cups of flour. That was my third half cup to make 1.5 cups. When measuring dry ingredients, of course, you know you level it. 3.5 teaspoons of baking powder. They put this little level in there so you can scrape it flat for you. Need 1 teaspoon of salt. 1 tablespoon of granulated sugar. Now that you've got that, what I do is I take my whisk and I'll mix those ingredients together. And then make me a little hole right in the middle. And that's where my wet ingredients are going to go. So first, if you notice, I got a damp towel. It's going to keep my bowl from sliding. Put my egg in. My melted butter. And 1.25 cups of milk. Right in the middle it goes. And now that you got that liquid in there, grab that, make sure you get that egg. Just gently work her together so this is all mixed good and together. Our blueberries, we'll use a cup of them. Fresh blueberries, we've rinsed them off, got them cleaned. You always want to rinse any produce, just in case they've used pesticides, or the guy that was stocking the shelves at the grocery store let a couple of them roll across the floor. You don't know. So best to just rinse it off. Wash it gently. But once you've got most of that incorporated, the mixing is going to get a little easier. And I always grab a hold of it and kind of slowly turn the bowl the opposite way of where I'm stirring. And you want to mix it long enough to get most of your lumps out. Nobody likes a lumpy puff of flour in their mouth when they're eating a pancake. That looks pretty smooth right now. And the last step is we'll fold in our blueberries, and we've got to heat up our pan. So I'm going to go ahead and turn my pan on, get it heated up, and it's not going to be wide open because we got some sugar in here, so if it gets too hot, it will burn your pancakes. So you're looking for about medium-high, right between the two of them. All right, we're giving our pan time to heat up. Last thing I do is rinse blueberries, a little bit more than a cup, but these you don't want to use a whisk for because you will break up your blueberries and turn your batter blue. So I just use a little spatula, fold them into my batter. Got it nice and hot. Add enough oil. You can use butter at this point too, but butter tends to scorch. And I plan on making a lot of pancakes, and I got butter in the batter instead. And then how I do it is just kind of and you're going to see as that baking powder reacts, it's going to, you see all your little bubbles. Oh, missed a blueberry stem. And you're going to get your bubbles forming. And once they've kind of gone all over, you're going to get some rise out of your pancake. And you're just going to let it kind of cook through this process. And because you're making basically a cake in the pan, so you're going to let it rise. And then we'll flip her and just repeat the process over and over. And all right, now we've got some little bubbling going on here. I'm going to give it a little peek-see. Let's see where we're at here. And wah! Always watch out for the oil splattering at you. That's why I kind of step back. But look at that. Nice looking pancake. If you need to add a little bit more oil, you can. When I was growing up, my mother always used to take it, and before she flipped them, she'd take a slice of butter and put it down and then flip it on top of it. But I always had one little runny spot in the pancake because the butter hadn't quite melted all the way yet. So I just prefer this, and with the butter in the batter, you don't miss anything. Now, your second side's going to take about a third of the time as the first side, because most of your cooking's already got done. You got your rise out of it, the leavening, and now you're just waiting for to finish up the other side of the batter with some heat. Should feel nice and firm, not super spongy. Look at that, nice. Now we got it. And so what you got, pancake, brown, golden, not burnt, and just repeat the process. Add oil as you need to, and just build your stack as you like. But look at this blueberry goodness. Loaded. You can also substitute things like chocolate chips or raspberries, blackberries, strawberries, basically anything you like.